Yes, what's going on, guys? We're back with another video. The work never stops, man. I wasn't gonna do a video on this topic, but I thought, why not? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, gonna be talking about Bruno Fernandes. It's been confirmed today that he's rejected Saudi and he's staying at Man United. And this situation here is divided opinions. You know, I wanted the 100 million. I'm not gonna lie. Not because I don't think he's not good enough or I don't like him. I think Bruno's a top player. I love him, but I was thinking about the future of the club. I was thinking maybe we need that 100 million, to rebuild the team. And we would have benefited from it, financially, especially because we've got no European football, losing that Europa League final. But Bruno's decided to stay, man, and I respect it. Shows that he's not motivated by money and he wants to continue playing at the highest level. They offered him something crazy like 700k a week, 200 million. Oh, that's a flat 200 million over 3 years, and that's a madness. But apparently him and his family didn't want to go to Saudi, so fair play. Like I said, I would have liked the 100 million, but to have a player like Bruno Fernandes in your team, like the goals, the assists, the chance creation he'll give you, like, you can't be mad, man. Bruno can be frustrating. He can be a liability. He's been sent off a couple times this season. He gives the ball away. He likes to moan a lot, but his output is crazy, and it's something that we're gonna need, because next season we need to go all guns blazing. Like, I want to see goals upon goals everywhere, up front, midfield, like wing backs. His GA, his output, we're gonna need that, man. The Cunha deal's done. The Bremo deal, is in the process. If we get all our transfer dealings done, I'm looking at our team all over the pitch and I see nothing but goals. There'll be no excuses for us to not score goals next season. Next season, I don't want to see less than 60 goals. Facts. Yeah, Bruno stays. It is what it is. There's some people that's upset because they wanted the 100 million to rebuild the team. I still think we can raise funds. We can sell Garnacho, we can sell Rashford, Sancho. He's coming back from Chelsea, but he's got options. He's still a quality player. We can sell Anthony. Højlund, it's looking like he's gonna go. Like, there's money there to be raised, man. I'm not stressed at all. I'm not stressed. Who else? Malacia could leave potentially too, so it's not that deep. I would have liked that Bruno sell on top of it, but Bruno Fernandes, man, like, to have him in your team, like I said, the goals and assists he'll bring, like, you can't complain, man. One thing about Bruno is, like, when he plays, I feel like he leaves gaps in the midfield. The fact that he's our best player, he's our captain, is almost like we're shoehorning him into our team, which could leave us unbalanced. But who knows, man? Bruno's getting older. I think it's time for him to start reinventing himself. I look at players like Paul Scholes, David Silva, Luka Modric, like guys that towards the end of their career, they started playing deeper. And that's something Bruno should look at, man. Because Bruno, like, he's all over the place. I think Paul Scholes said it the other day on the overlap. He said Bruno, he's everywhere on the pitch. Like, he's never in one position. Next season and beyond, for the benefit of the team, he might have to sacrifice his game a little bit, sitting deeper. Because our front line next season, potentially Cunha, then Bremo, and a striker. That's goals. So that will take pressure off Bruno's shoulders, because when I look at Bruno sometimes, I feel like he's trying too much. You know, he's got that personality of, yo, I need to save this team, I need to do everything by myself. So with the reinforcements we have, there's not going to be that pressure on Bruno to do a lot, you know, to score goals as well. And yeah, he stays. It is what it is. Because he stays, I don't think we'll buy a midfielder. You know, I think the most we'll get is a midfielder on loan. You know, Douglas Luiz, he's somebody I like, someone that's supposedly available on loan, so Premier League proven as well. So that's something to look at. And the main priority this summer, it looks like, our attack. You know, Cunha and Bremo's going to come in, a striker, and rightly so, because we can't score goals. You know, our goal difference the last couple of years, our position in the league tells you we don't score enough goals, so attack has to be the main priority. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes stays. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I still think there's other ways to raise money, and he's still a top player, and his output, you know, it can help us in the future. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later, man.